7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You'll never have the sacred stone.
Oh, this you crazy mother.
Alright, came back around the lake. Here's another creek that joins into another lake. Let's see what we got up here. The wind's picked up a little bit. That looks like a good looking spot. Yeah, that's a very good looking spot. A big old toilet there. That's good. Seems like there's always a wind on this lake. I think it runs straight east and west pretty much. Empties out in this little pothole. See a few chewed off lily pad stems. A couple. Go over here and get out of the wind. Oh, there's a few more. Might have some action back here. Love when that happens. Wind is kicking pretty good. This is like a big giant flat. So it's like used to be probably a lot larger. Look at that big old cattail, or lily pad root. That is cool looking. Yeah, I don't want to be ramming into it. Isn't that awesome? And it's chewed off, so something's been gnawing on it. Either beaver or muskrat. Kind of thinking beaver, I hope. See no muskrat house per se. Alright, this empties into another creek. Opens up into the big lake. Yeah, these corners took some manipulating. When I had my 14-foot canoe back here with a trolling motor on it, you had to get your timing just right or you rammed into the bank every time. There's a nice little pull-out trail. Could be deer or raccoon. Might pull up over there and explore it. Seeing some possible bank dens. Here's the big lake. Well, not big by Canadian standards, I guess. Wind's really howling. Big old beaver house at the end of this lake I want to go check. And there's one cove that usually has muskrat in it. There's just some Michigan color. Beautiful. The pines all mixed in with the oaks and the maples. nice. Let me turn you off for a few. Alright, I'm in the back of this cove over here, and man, something's been back here. I'm guessing a beaver. Just mowing on every lily pad's cropped off. See all the stems and stalks. The roots are all dug up. The bank's too low for a bank den, although there is kind of a creek right here. Behind those oak trees there's a little pothole lake, and there's been beaver up in there before, so I might have to pull in, see if I can find a way out or a path to it, and see if I can go back and explore. But that means something's been back here just chowing on everything that's green. It's crazy. See all the cut off stems? So I'll do a little bit more exploring and see if we can find his home turf later. Alright, finally some sign. How do you like this for a beaver pullout? Here's the lake and my boat. Well, I sure wish we had otter in the area. Well, we might, but I've never seen one or sign. This is an old trail from a few years ago. This stuff here all looks fresh. They've been dragging these willows out of here, just hammered with tracks. Oh, that's better. Nice trail, eh? Right back into the willows. Boy, that gets my heart pounding finding something like this. Watch my step back here, it's all muck. Well, there might even be a little pond back here or something. What a great looking spot. A little rest stop. Now they got small trails. I can see fresh cuttings back in there. Small trails all over the place. I'm going to follow this a little ways, see where it goes. Alright, I found the house. This house has been here for quite a few years. It has definitely been refreshed and updated. Look at that little pullout right there. Nice mud trail. Probably muskrats and mink and everything else using that. This house has been here for quite a while. Usually it's just bare mud. I see there's a lot of new sticks on it. Let me see if I can back up a second. Alright, I basically parked in the feed pile. The wind is really howling now. There's the... See what I'm looking at? That's the edge. Right there's the beaver house, pretty much dead center, and up along that leaning tree there. But you can see the feed bed just full of fresh chewings. Got fresh willow in here. So it's not a real big feed bed, so it might be a big bachelor beaver. But on the good side, right on the other side of this beaver house, there's a creek that feeds this lake that comes out of the lake, which is about a quarter mile through that bush, maybe a half mile, where I filmed that really big beaver. And straight across the lake from me is a creek that feeds this lake also, that comes out of the lake where I caught the big beaver last year. The one on the video, the last video I put up. So I think what I might do is put in my kayak from the road and just take that creek to the back part of this lake, and then go from there and just kind of trap the tail end of this lake. So that's my tentative plan. At least I'll get a couple of beaver. So we'll see what happens. There's been a lot of activity around here though. So anything more interesting, I'll turn you back on. Speaking of muskrats, see him? Oop. Sitting there chilling out. Looks like a big old fat one too. That's the old beaver house when they originally got here. Where'd he go? There he is. Nice fur on him. Chilling. That's cool. So this might be a good, might be a good spot for a big float set. Blends in pretty good, don't he? Hello. Alright, I'll turn you back on up the creek. I'm going to see if it's navigable. Hey Stump, here's an example of that stuff I call the boat catcher. See how it's bent over? Makes that arch, and then when it goes in the water it roots from the tip. So I'm wondering if, I know it's all dried, but sorry, turned you off on accident. Wrong button. I'm going to do a close-up, see if one of the plant people can tell me what this stuff is called. It comes around, it's got those little seed pods on it, and it will actually root on both ends. See if I can get a close-up of the seeds. There's a good one. Focus. And it's got kind of a, it's a real tough stem. Probably use it for rope if you could beat it up a little bit. But see that arc? When your boat goes through that, it catches you like nobody's business. Then there's a big old root ball on the end of it that anchors it. See if I can pick one up. There you go. See how it re-rooted? That'll bend you right over backwards. Alright, if one of you plant people know what that's called, I'd be curious. It grows in a clump, I can see. Ciao. Alright, here's a perfect example of excellent muskrat sign. See how tall the grass is? You can see these humps right by the water have been like mowed. So they've been up here on these humps just chowing the grass. And then right over the edge you can see a little dry spot where they can sit. And then they pull the cattails and stuff up off the bottom. And sit here with a little bit of overhead cover, as you can see, and have their dinner. Great place to set, right there at the water's edge. You'd stake your trap right here as deep water. It's probably 2 to 3 feet deep straight off the bank. Perfect spot for a drowning set. So just in case you're wondering. And it will be used by multi-muskrats too. They kind of defend them. Once one muskrat's gone, another one will take it over because it's a good spot. Ciao.